Greetings. In this part of the discussion, we are still going through the threats the Lord made against the Israeli Jews if they do not obey the law and the commands. And we mentioned in the last video how serious Moses was, and we said he's about to depart their company, this miserable company, after all the suffering he went through with those miserable people, and he made sure to tell them, you have to obey the words of the Lord in this book, the Torah, the true Torah, and glorify the name of the Lord, the glorious name of the Lord. Or otherwise, he will send different curses on you, plagues and sicknesses and diseases and so on. Very well. Let's go to verse 61. 60. Let's go to verse 60. It says, he will bring on you all the diseases of Egypt, that you he will bring on you all the diseases of Egypt that you dreaded, and they will cling to you. So all the diseases. What diseases? We didn't read this in the book, but we can guess, right? We can guess what he's talking about. First of all, the Israelis are living in miserable slavery, very hard hardship, miserable slavery, poverty, and in poverty, when you go to a poor area full with people, congested with people, hundreds of thousands, poor, miserable slaves, smelling like pigs, what do you expect? Endless diseases, sickness of all kinds. And this is the proof. In few words, he will bring on you all the diseases, not one disease, not two, diseases, endless diseases in their communities, congested communities where they live, slaves, poverty, you name it, smelling rotten. Any decent Egyptian cannot enter those places out of the smell. Bring all the diseases of Egypt that you dreaded, you experienced, you had during your slavery for 430 years. And they will cling to you. This time they will stick. They will not be for a period of time and they will be removed. No. This time they will stay with you. They will be your companion for a very, very long time. Prolonged, remember? So they will stay. And the more they last, the more lives they will waste. Those diseases, they will take care of many lives. And the Israelis will lose so many souls. So like I said, we are approaching little by little. I'm talking about 64, verse 64. That's a very sensitive and very important to read. Very well. Let's go to 61, verse 61, Deuteronomy 28:61. The Lord will also bring on you every kind of sickness during that time, during that period. Not the new discovered sicknesses that we have today. Every kind of sickness that was known in the history of that era. Every kind of sickness and disaster on top. Sickness and disaster. Not recorded in this book of the law. Not yet mentioned. For the first time, the Israelis will experience those kind of sicknesses. Like today, we are the first to experience certain kind of sicknesses and diseases for the first time. Same situation. There will come new diseases, newborn diseases, new viruses, all kind of sicknesses, not recorded in this book of the law, not yet recorded in any book, not only this book, not in any book. Humanity never knew before this time, until you are destroyed again and again and again and again. He is seeking their destruction. He wants to ruin them. And that's exactly what happened. Not the first 15 verses. Blessing, blessing, blessing. None of that. It didn't happen. It was on a severe condition. You have to obey and follow the commands. They did not obey and follow the commands. Then more than double the verses so far. 15, we are 61. More than double. 60 is double. 61, we are over now. More than double of curses than the promises of blessings. Imagine that. And every time he say, I will continue punishing you for a very long time until you are destroyed. So the end game, the Lord is, wishing for and hoping to accomplish is the destruction of this miserable Israeli Jewish nation. Their destruction. They survived, or some of them, remnant of them survived, even today, but their great destruction is coming. Remember? 6 more years. That's all. Very well. Okay? More curses next time. And a very important, sensitive promise of all. The peak point. The peak point of the promises and the threat from the Lord against the miserable Israeli Jews. Take care.